Hi, welcome to Extraordinary Times. I'm Jeremy.
I'm AJ.
And poof levels are high today. So first up today, we have a throwback to yesterday's story about Dallas tornadoes and craziness.
Apparently, all over the place.
Yeah, apparently in total there were 18, and worse than that, well, actually better than that, it almost killed one person. Didn't actually take any lives.
Jeez. The crazy thing is how this person was saved. This person being a grandson, an 18-month-old grandson of this lady who held on to him when the tornado tried to rip him away.
Not only held on to him by his feet, because he was going headfirst into a tornado.
Is it bad that I see a movie?
Yeah, it was
Holding On.
I'm pretty sure that was a movie, actually.
Gee,
that one
Twister
chick.
or something.
Yeah,
something like that. I don't know. Either way, absolute craziness. Just thank the Lord that nobody was killed because of this. There's a few injuries, but no deaths. So
yeah, really fortuitous.
Speaking of death.
Speaking of death, that we actually sadly hope for, because Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, for those of you who don't know who that is, helped plan, or allegedly helped plan the 9/11 attacks back in 2001. And he was just released by our Attorney General Eric Holder from, possibly being tried in New York, which was put on kind of indefinite suspension because Congress and everyone was saying you shouldn't do that. Trying him in New York City.
Bad idea.
Real smart there. But they finally caved and released him back to the military, which means his trial that is coming up soon will probably be very concise and to the point. And the point being...
death penalty.
Death penalty. Because, you don't mess with America.
Not at all. All right, so quick little bit here. Update on the Republican race for the nomination. On Tuesday, Romney got Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Wisconsin, putting it up to a rough total of 655 delegates, putting way closer to the marker of 1,166 than anybody else.
He's about 2.5 times his second place person, who is, of course, Rick Santorum.
Who still thinks he can make it.
Well,
nobody else does.
Nobody else actually has that delusion. The funny thing about that is that the only thing I got out of this graph that we're going to link you to down at the bottom is that when I looked at it, my eyes first went to Ron Paul, who is, of course, at the bottom. And
with 51.
If Ron Paul gets all the rest of the delegates, he could win.
Every single one of them.
Keep believing, anyway. Paul Watts. Keep believing.
Yeah, that's all they're going to say.
So, the Chinese, not to be outdone by anyone ever, decided to make a suspension bridge that went over the Hunan province, a half-mile valley there. And, it spans a half mile. And it's really awesome. Go check out the pictures.
Really tall.
It's 360 feet above the ground at its highest, or I guess lowest point of the valley. So
don't get in a wreck.
Yeah. I don't think it's an auto bridge. I think it's a pedestrian bridge. So
don't push anybody off.
Don't push anybody off. That's important.
Okay, so science. Wonderful medical science.
We love science.
Scientists have come up with a brain scanner that is, one, portable, and there's only 3 things that to hook on your brain, and 2, can read your thoughts.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. They are testing on a few people, including Stephen Hawking, super smart science guy.
Who happens to have Lou Gehrig's disease, which is awful.
Right.
For those of you who don't know, it kind of makes your whole body, muscles, all of your muscles start to not work.
He basically can only communicate with a few muscles on his face that a computer can track and convert into words. That's slowly fading away from him, so we may just be able to read his thoughts soon, and not even have to use the rest of his body.
I'd prefer cure to Lou Gehrig's disease. One of my cousins, well, second cousin, still died from it. Actually, the guy who painted the picture behind that floral arrangement that's right behind me, he can't see it. It's okay.
I'll move it next time.
But yeah, it's kind of a real personal thing to me for Lou Gehrig's disease to be cured, and we get Stephen Hawking back. So yay!
In the meantime, they're reading people's thoughts
with a portable brain scanner.
Anyway,
so in Minnesota, there's this nice lady by the name of. Does it say her name?
I don't think it does.
I don't think it does. Probably a good thing though, because the woman working at a frying pan restaurant.
I don't know. Sounds good.
Sounds good to me. Looks legit. Anyways, she was working there, and a lady left a box on her table that she was working at, and started to leave. And she went to check the box out because the lady was leaving a box. Box had about 12 grand in cash and coinage in it, and she took it like a reasonable person and went after the lady. Was like, "Your box of this was at the," and the lady said to keep it. And so, also like a reasonable person, she reported it to the police because, well, she just got left with 12 grand randomly.
Yeah.
The police, being reasonable people, also said, wait 90 days. If no one calls to claim it, then, it's yours because it's money. And then about day 89 of 90 days, the police were like, hey, that's our money, because it's drug money.
What?
No! No! It is the lady's money. I don't care. I don't care. Even if it was drug money, it is no longer drug money. It is the lady with 5 kids. It is the lady with 5 kids' money.
Yeah.
She needs that money. Just saying. I have 1 kid and I need that money. Just.
Oh, ridiculous.
Wish someone would leave me a 12 grand tip. Holy crap.
That'd be nice. Anyway, more science, different direction this time. Robots. I love robots. Okay, so scientists have invented a jellyfish robot that is fueled by water.
Really? All I got from this was that jellyfish are robots.
They are planning on possibly using them as surveillance robots for the military and government and all that. So, so now they're reading our minds and watching us with jellyfish.
Jellyfish robots that run off of water and whose only exhaust is, well, more water. Huh. Well, that's the thing now. So hopefully those jelly engines that they have that are making water out of water, they can put them into cars soon, and we can make water into water in our cars.
If you're wondering, they're using hydrogen and oxygen to make water. Anyway, yeah, electrolysis, fun stuff.
It's all cool. It's a 1 foot jelly robot. Just saying, awesome. So according to a study in the UK. Intelligent people are much less likely to take sick leave. And, the slightly less intellectually stimulant people are more likely to just take long absences of sick leave.
We took about like a month's worth of sick leave from Extraordinary Times. What does that say?
Well, actually, I'm pretty sure I think we did the show sick.
Did we?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Go check it out. We'll check it out and I'll punch him in the face later. I'm kidding.
We just couldn't talk. You can't do a show. Anyway. Okay, last story of the day. awesome, inspiring, amazing.
And back to Texas.
Back to Texas. All right, so there's a runner in a Texas high school. I forget where, and I'm not saying where. It doesn't matter. She's doing pretty good. You know, just set her school's record for pole vaulting, and you know, she sprints and stuff. And she's mostly blind.
Well, legally blind.
Yeah, fully legally blind. Can see about this much of her vision
in her good eye.
In her good eye. One cell's worth in the other.
Her good eye is 2400, which is super blind. I'm not sure if there's any other actual like word for it.
I thought my vision was bad. I take off my glasses, I can't see the camera.
That's actually pretty awful. I'm not gonna lie.
And she's not only has much worse than I do. She's pole vaulting and setting records.
And wanting to move to such things as hurdles. Basically, in her words, if they put them the same distance apart, and she can, you know, remember how far apart, how many steps apart they are, she can do them. Not only do them, but probably win at them, because she's a winner.
Well, I've lost any right to complain at this point.
So go check that one out. Go check out all of our stories. I don't even know what to ask you guys today. Just tell us what you think. That's AJ.
That's Jeremy.
I'm definitely not AJ. And these are extraordinary times. Be aware.